Welcome to Talk Cardboard to Me, episode number 2, a video vlog where I talk about cardboard with a cup of coffee in my hand. Now, today's topic is games that have had second editions or third editions or re-releases, and on top of that, genres we don't necessarily particularly enjoy. Do we give them another chance? Do we wait and see if there's something that's going to change our opinion? Or do we just give up on the genre altogether? So for me, that genre is deck builders. I was never particularly a very big fan of deck builders. Certainly the first time I played Dominion, I could see how clever it was. And I always wanted to see what happens with that mechanic. What can we innovate? What can we make different and exciting? And I've tried many since, including variations on deck building, you know, like dice builders, warriors, to name one. But the strategic depth was never quite there, and I could never get into them. And so I was always on that lookout for that one deck builder that I would enjoy. And I was having a conversation with Richard Ham one day when we were planning our Essen preview show, and he said, well, why don't you try a study in Emerald? And I thought, actually, yeah, I haven't played that game yet. So I waited till Essen, till I could actually get my hands on the second edition, which is supposed to be streamlined. So if you don't know, the first edition is incredibly hard to get. I suspect it's something to do with the fact that the theme of the game is Sherlock Holmes and Call of Cthulhu, and it has Neil Gaiman plastered on the box in big green letters. And so I was really excited to try this, and I have played it, and I was quite anxious to play it. First of all, because the rules were really convoluted, and even though this is a streamlined second edition, the rulebook is not very clear. But we have figured it out, we have played it. We have made one mistake, which I'm now aware of, which is how victory points work in regards to the influence tracks, because it's quite obtuse the way it's written. But either way, I didn't hate it. And I think the reason I didn't hate it, even though it is a deck builder, is because unlike other deck builders, that's not the core mechanic in the game. Yes, deck building matters in a study in Emerald, but what it effectively does is it takes the concept of deck building and integrates it together with other mechanics. So this is a deck building game, but it's also an area influence game, area control game, and it's also a hidden roles game. And what it does with those mechanics is it does something different that's not present in any other game. It innovates on all three of them. And that's what makes it work, I think, for me. Now, this is really no way my final opinion of A Study in Emerald, because after the first play, after I played it once, I still have no idea what to really think of it, whether I really actually like it very much or not at all. But I certainly don't hate it, and that's a big step up. And another big release this week is actually a Fury of Dracula, which again is another hard to get game that has seen a new edition that has been streamlined. So this is the third edition of Fury of Dracula, and this is a hidden roles game. Sorry, not a hidden roles game, a hidden movement game. So just like A Study in Emerald, I was never that much of a fan of hidden movement, but apparently this is the best one. Spectre Ops never quite engaged me, and Letters from Whitechapel wasn't quite all it was hyped up to be. So this is supposed to be the one, and I'm really looking forward to playing this. Are there genres that you really don't like, but still are hopeful for? Still hope that there's that one game out there that's going to change your opinion? Let me know in the comments section. And if you do enjoy this vlog, please subscribe to our channel or subscribe to the BGG list, that if you found us on BGG, and you'll get updates and see this vlog more often. Until then, play more board games.